What's cracking with you people? Anansi here and welcome back to Sudeki. In the last one, Ailish and Buki managed to, Ailish actually managed to defeat her very first boss solo and destroy Nasaria. Unfortunately, she along with Buki were ambushed and kidnapped by a mysterious group of four. And now, due to Tao getting his final upgrade, his final spiritual power from Tetsu, him along with Elcor, we're gonna go and see if we can't find out where they went off to. We know where they went off to. They went off to Scientine, I believe. I believe one of them actually said. And if you recall from our travels in the camera zoom way in there. Travels through Illumina in the beginning of this adventure, you'll remember that Scientine is named. We have gems named for Scientine. Oh, now this is going to be a little bit hard. Because we're dealing with scribes. As this our only means of damage comes from the healing comes from whenever the enemies bestow upon us a poisonous status effect. We're effectively nerfed. I'm gonna need a sapphire panacea here, even though it should be called a amethyst panacea. Nope, gonna make me immune to that. Now, as you can already see in the background, there's a door we're going to come back here with Ailish at a later date. To get whatever's behind it, and I believe there is something worth getting behind there. Here we got a crab crystal. Looks like Elko's weakened status finally wore off. And there we go. Healing potion. Yeah, as you can see, we're about to come back here with Ailish. Hopefully, once we rescue her, to get through that door. Let's do here. Well, we already know what to do here. We're just kind of getting out of the grotto. Now, there's something I forgot to mention as we go through the game. I think I might have tried to touch on it once. Some of you may have noticed if you've been paying pretty close attention to the game to the playthrough, and that is as you go through the game, right? Every time you turn the game on and off, that sort of deal, you have to reload the map areas you've already been to. It doesn't actually save it. Like for instance, we're going to go back through the grotto, and you're going to see that on the upper left corner, the map is pretty much empty, even though we've been through there like 3 or 4 times in the course of the last couple episodes. It's just how the game is. I don't know why it does it like that, but it does. You want to go down here, and here we are on the other side of that bridge that was broken. See, that's why I didn't worry about it initially. Arcanite skull. That means we're probably still going to be dealing with those things even this late in the game. Let's see now, where does this let out? Ooh, look, another save area. As RPG tradition, you want to save. And once I think I said earlier that I'm probably not going to be cutting out as many save points anymore. Just because we're pretty much at the point in the game where any spoiler I might have had on my save points are pretty much buried in all the saves I've been making to make sure that I don't have any recording incidents and lose any kind of progress, as well as several other things. Let's see here. Okay, now we're in the maze. So basically, we're pretty much gotta navigate this maze to get out of here. Okay. So since we're going to be dealing with a lot of enemies, let's go ahead and do the shin split. I haven't used this check in a while.
Those who stand before me die.
600 damage. That didn't do a lot of damage, actually. You know, now that I think about it, it might actually be, well, nah. I was gonna say I might want to bring out one of my poison weapons, but to be perfectly frank with you, the runic blade does enough damage that even with the regeneration, there just is no point. Slowed and weakened. No, we'll fix up Elko well, after the battle, because there really is no point to worry about it. Did we level up there? No, we didn't. I thought we did. Camera goes all wonky, you just kind of make assumptions. But yeah, so this maze, they call it a maze, but it really isn't that tricky to deal with. You're going to go through certain segments, and I like how they, and I will give them props for doing this. You're going to go through certain segments, and certain segments are going to spawn enemies, but it doesn't happen too often. It's not going back every other hallway. And like this, we're already at the end, because even with it being called a maze, even with it being called a maze, let's go ahead and do the blade dance. Let's see what's going over here. The enemies, for all intents and purposes, I call it a maze. The level layout doesn't give it a maze-like appearance. For all intents and purposes, you are pretty much going in a straight line. And another thing I want to bring up, I would not worry about over here. I would not worry about slow and curse, I believe. That ain't too bad. Okay, so I take double damage. What do you do? I'm still hitting like a truck, even taking double damage and moving slow. Again, I mean, we're right here at the end, and even though it's called a maze, it's just a straight line, because they, for some reason, elected to let's see what's this here. These plants seem to react as you get close to them, as if they sense you approaching. And you know, a lot of aquatic life that look kind of like plants, they do that. So there you go. But yeah, I mean, they call it a maze, but it is a straight line. You're not going to be getting lost. You're not going to worry about. Okay, let's go ahead and do it. Oh, I somehow lost SP. What the heck? I don't recall getting hit. Let's go ahead and just use this, because this is one of my more destructive abilities. A lot of damage right there. But look at that. I mean, setting up my weapon skill, my weapon runes the way I have, I'm pretty much not going to worry about healing ever again. Let's be honest here. Especially with the ultimate weapons. Come here. Come to Papa. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a straight line, because for some reason they elected to have the maze be damaged. I don't really get the point. I understand that other parts of Nasara's grotto are going to look like that to give off the impression that, you know, it's an ancient grotto and whatnot. People have come through here for all intents and purposes. They probably destroyed certain parts of the landscape to put in the water system or the irrigation Is it irrigation? No, irrigation is when you make room for a water system for your crops. I believe this is just a plumbing system. Um, but yeah, no. I mean, you can pretty much imply that that it's destroyed from an area when the residents of either Crystal Reef, well, yeah, probably Crystal Reef anyway. Okay, I am locked in the corner here. Let's do Blade Spark. It's a straight line attack. I don't think I showed him the top, have I?
Shall taste pain. Blade spark.
It's pretty much Tal's straight line attack. It's honestly his weaker attack. When I first got it, I rarely ever used it. I thought I was going to use it. But honestly, Geyser Charge, Shin Splitter, and Blade Dance are way more effective abilities. It's gonna hurt, Krabby. Gonna have me some crab legs tonight.
You shall feel my rage.
That's a lot of damage. Okay. I'm not doing so hot right now. Okay, I'm gonna need you to die real fast. Well, that was close. Pretty much took that on like a bull charge. But yeah, I don't understand why they elected to destroy this area. I mean, every other part of the area I can kind of understand, I can kind of get behind, but this particular area, not so much. I don't understand why they destroyed it. It looks nice, and I like the you know, the wrecked ship look. Well, the wrecked ship, that the different bits of sailor equipment kind of just lying around there. Oh yeah, Elko leveled up. But aside from that, it just seems superfluous. So let's go ahead and get Elko's health up, get him above the 2,000 mark. Because his essence is pretty good right now. Like, we're probably not going to worry about up against essence anymore. It'll probably just be his power next. Get a little bit more, what's what we're looking for here? A little more utility out of the upgrades I gave. Well, since we already have one, let's go ahead and get should be down here, right? No, that's a tincture. Here it is. Keep going, keep on up. Got more enemies to deal with. And admittedly, this might be why it's called the maze, because some of these areas are blocked off with these you know, with the essentially the encounter tendrils. But they don't stay up permanently. They're just kind of there for as long as they need to be, and then when you get done with this area, they go away. So I still don't understand why they did it. Come on. Stay up. Come on. Come on. Take that swag gun. Good. I did a decent amount of damage there. And Elko got hit with slow and curse, but once again, not going to worry about it. Okay, so now I believe around here is a dead end, but I want to say there's a treasure chest right here.
In the bag.
I guess if you really want to stretch it, you can say that the maze-like challenge of this area was there's a check right here. Debris from the unfortunate ships that sailed too close to this place. Yeah, how did they get this far over here? I guess, I don't know if the star just kind of dropped them there, but not. Yeah, we'll think about that later. But yeah, no, I mean, you might make a leap in logic. You could probably say that it's more maze-like because they expect you to search every nook and cranny for goodies. But we're not done with Nastaria's grotto. Like, we're going to be coming back here, so there's no real need to go out of your way to find everything right now, because for one thing you can't, and for another thing, singing Siren Chamber, and for another thing, there just really isn't much of a reason to do so. Now I believe in this is a
All right.
Siren Song, a towel weapon. You think it would be an Alish weapon personally, but no, we get the Siren Song. It's a fish-like blade that gives Tal his slow ability. Not a bad looking sword. Standard powered weapon that slows the enemy with every hit. Soren gave this blade to his son as a wedding gift, but the prince was betrayed by his new bride, Nasaria. She fled with Siren Song to her deep sea grotto, but eventually abandoned his beautiful aqueous sword. I have not seen it spelled that way before. So yeah, so this blade was a was formerly of Nasaria's would-be husband, but for some reason she killed him. We never get elaboration on that. I don't believe we ever get elaboration on that. But as you can see here, it is a slow, 15 in strength, 10 critical. I think it's the same as our recruit sword. It's a basic blade. You'd only really use it at this point if you don't have anything else. But even then, even if you don't have the runic blade, you should have Huckin's Fate, the Chain Sword, Prey Stalker, or Agar's Cleaver at this point. You know, any one of these weapons, any one of these 4 previous weapons is a lot better than the Siren Song. I'm just going to say that right now. But since we have a better blade, we're going to go ahead and just use this one. Pull this back. And this should bring us out into the main chamber. And with that, we've made a complete circle here. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and give a save. But yeah, I mean that's a pretty interesting backstory to give a sword. It also implies that at one point, Nasaria either A, had used a magic power to shrink herself down to a size where she could marry a human, because this is very clearly not a blade meant for a sea creature, meant for a sea monster like her. Or, I didn't get out of here. Or, the guy had a giantess fetish. It does not bear thinking about. Okay, I went the wrong way here. Probably gonna get to a fight. See, I thought the clamshell was there. It's not. And, you know, this isn't too bad because this gives us a chance to pretty much to try to get some eating coral, which we still need, I believe, 3 of. But we got 2 earlier. We found them, I believe, in random chests and from breaking pots and stuff. Okay, I got hit pretty hard there. Okay, so let's see here. I'm not gonna worry about that. This. But yeah, no, I just don't get why they gave. I mean, that's the thing. It's like they give random weapons these elaborate backstories and these interesting, you know, histories. Because I didn't mention it earlier, but the sword Mojo, I believe it has a lore that says it was bestowed to Carrick lore from his mentor Ferrex lore. We can look it up in a second here. Okay, I am now taking half damage. Okay, Elko, you're up.
Switching Tesla generator to full power.
Go ahead and take half damage and get Tal up to double damage. Here, okay. The truth is, the game will trick from the start. Oh, we got an eating coral. Nice, that gives us 3. Yeah. Still need 2 left. Okay. Right then. So you don't remember the way out is right here in front of this clamshell. I made the mistake of thinking the clamshell was somewhere else because I honestly thought that it was right at the bottom of the ramp. It's not. Just want to go through here and we'll be on our way out. Dead Fish Cave. Now I believe if you go over here, you can actually. I don't think I ever did. I think you can hit check on this. The carcass of a long-dead sea creature. Whoever did this must be a formidable foe. So this looks like a trophy of Nasarius. Anyway, let me go ahead and double-check that because I'm wrong. Mojo. Here we go. Mojo Jojo. Kazakh lore. Okay. So, my bad. It wasn't Ferrix. It's Kazakh. But if my memory serves correct, if you go down here, Ferrix lore. Now, this is Ferrix lore. I'm under the impression. I am actually under the impression that the leader of the Shadani takes the last name Lore. Like, being legit here, I'm under that impression. So, at one point, Ferrix we killed was the leader of Sudani people, which means Kazakh might have been his descendant, or at least his successor. And like that, we're back out in Crystal Reef. Oh boy. At least the people of the town are safe now, with Nasaria dead. Now I deal with the occasional rays from whatever creatures are lurking still. And let me actually check our mission status. If there's a spoiler here, I'll cut past it. Now, return to Lord Muesli to report that you successfully cleared Nasaria's grotto to receive your reward. Oh, rescue Elias and Bookie. Rescue Elias and Bookie from their kidnappers. Lord Muesli knows about everything that occurs in town, and he might have seen something. So, gonna double dip here. Oh, here you are. Right outside his door.
You should be rewarded. Here, take this. It's the key to the village. Also, as a token of my gratitude, you may take any item you wish from my vault in the warehouse. The warehouse is down near the docks, opposite the boathouse.
Nice. Do you know anything about our friends? Receive key to Crystal Reef.
Nasaria is gone, and the world seems a brighter place already.
Nice. More. Have you seen two girls strangers to the area?
I thought I saw them being escorted away from the village by your good selves, but maybe I didn't see clearly. They were heading towards Cyantine Citadel by the looks of things.
Okay, Cyantine Citadel. Got to head by there then. Any problems we can help with?
It's still not exactly paradise, but the reef will always be our home.
Well, that's pretty much it then. So for some reason he thought we were being escorted. Well, they thought Ailish and Book were being escorted out by us. Yeah, my dude, I think you get your eyes checked. Anyway, let's go inside the boathouse to claim our reward and call it a part here. Because we are a little bit over time, and the next bit's going to be, well, we got to come back here with Ailish and Buki, well, with Ailish again, just to get the other reward in there. So, go ahead and grab this.
In the bag.
An Orb of Might, max SP by 20. So since anyone could pretty much get this, we're going to hold on to this orb for a little bit. And let's go talk to Finbar, because he has, I believe, one of the last few quests for us to receive in the game.
Ahoy there! How's the reef treating ya?
Awful. Absolutely awful. Fine, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm a great collector of Eden coral, the type dropped by hydrogenates. I'm just wondering how I can get some more without neglecting my fishing.
Or, I could gather coral for you if the price is right.
I have many great items, so it'll be worth your while.
So, with that, we start the Eden Coral quest. Now, what I'm going to do, personally, is because the Eden Coral is dropped by Hydrogenous. Hydrogenous are the enemies we fought in the Zardo's Grotto. Finbar is a Hydrogenate. But, let's see, healing potions. Go ahead and heal up Elkul again. But unfortunately, I don't feel like going back in there to fight all those Hydrogenates because we don't have any extra healers, and it's just Tal and Elko. I could do it off screen, and depending on what I do between sessions, I might. But it will probably honestly be worth our time to come back at a later date because we do need to stop in there to grab to see what's behind that illusionary door. But at any rate, we're gonna call it a pod here. I've been Anansi, you've been awesome, and next time we're gonna make our way to Scientine Citadel. Deuces.